It's interesting to think about what life might be like on another world. If we could see city lights on a planet billions of miles away, that would be amazing. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, may have found something that will forever change the way we think about the universe. City lights on Proxima b. Yes, those are real or manufactured lights shining from the surface of a planet outside our solar system. Could this be proof of life on other planets? It's something that Elon Musk and Bill Nye have to say about it. Why is this important for people to know? What does this finding mean for us? We ask ourselves, what could these lights mean? And why are scientists so interested? As we learn more about these amazing discoveries and how they might affect science, travel, and the future of people, is the world really empty? The night sky is a beautiful sight, but it makes me wonder. People have been thinking about this age-old question for generations. However, a new discovery from the JWST shows that we may be one step closer to an explanation than we thought. It is likely that lights from cities have been seen on Proxima b, a planet that orbits Proxima Centauri, the nearest star in our solar system. The effects of this finding are huge. All of it starts with this small red dwarf star 4.24 light-years from Earth. Proxima b has a mass about 1.17 times that of Earth and orbits in a place where liquid water could form, which is necessary for life as we know it. The most recent measurements by the JWST may have found something unexpected that sets Proxima b apart from other newly discovered exoplanets. Weak but unique patterns of light that look a lot like Earth's city lights seen from space. What does this mean? Are these lights proof that there is advanced life beyond Earth, or could there be another reason? As we learn more about this idea, it's no longer just something out of science fiction. With the JWST's extra resources, astronomers can now think with more confidence about the long-held idea that alien civilizations might be able to identify artificial light. Scientists have been looking for signs of life beyond Earth for a long time. Two of the many ways they do this are by analyzing radio signals and looking for biosignatures in the atmospheres of exoplanets. But finding artificial light on another world, like city lights or industrial glow, would be a whole new way to find advanced societies. These lights on Proxima b could be the first solid proof that there is life beyond Earth. Could there be life in the atmosphere of Proxima b? The JWST has given astronomers a better look at Proxima b's atmosphere, which makes it more likely that the planet could support life. At first, the idea that Proxima b might have cities was exciting, but as scientists continue to study the object, they are becoming more confused about what the planet's atmosphere is made of. For life as we know it to survive, a planet's atmosphere needs to have a certain mix of gases, such as nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and small amounts of water vapor. Would that kind of situation last in Proxima b's atmosphere? Early spectroscopic data from the JWST shows that Proxima b might have an atmosphere like Earth's, but this has not been confirmed. Scientists are most interested in the idea of a stable atmosphere that has survived the strong solar flares that Proxima Centauri sends out. These flares could destroy a planet's atmosphere, making it impossible for life to exist there. Though this happened, Proxima b seems to have kept at least some of its environment. One of the most interesting findings is that the Earth's atmosphere has very small amounts of carbon dioxide and methane. The vast majority of methane on Earth comes from living things, like bacteria breaking down organic matter. Because it has a lot of carbon dioxide and methane, some scientists think that Proxima b might be hiding proof of life, or at least the building blocks for it. Methane can also be made when volcanoes erupt or chemicals combine. What we need to know now is whether Proxima b is home to simple bacteria or more complicated animals. Is it possible that the artificial city lights seen by the JWST were made by a sophisticated society that can handle the harsh conditions caused by their star's regular outbursts? With each new piece of knowledge, we learn more about this interesting extrasolar planet, but we still don't know what the answers are. People can't ignore how Elon Musk has changed space travel. The JWST is very important for studying Proxima b, but Musk and his SpaceX project have also made a big difference in how much we know about the world. Musk's plans to settle Mars and make humans a species that lives on more than one world have made space travel great again. But what does this have to do with Proxima b? Musk has big plans that go beyond living on Mars. He has said many times that he wants to find exoplanets where life could survive. People think that Proxima b is important because it is close to Earth and in the livable zone. Musk has said that advances in technology, such as nuclear fusion propulsion, could make it possible to journey between stars within the next 100 years. With the technology we have now, getting to Proxima b would take thousands of years. However, SpaceX keeps pushing the edges of what was thought to be possible in space travel. Also, Musk's Starship project has completely changed the way we think about spaceflight. Permanent settlement in space and the final goal of moving people to Mars are now within reach. Musk thinks that if people settle down on Mars, they will find ways to get to farther away worlds like Proxima b. We can't send robots or people to Proxima b with the technology we have now, but Musk's big plans make us think that planets like Proxima b may hold secrets that will help us figure out our place in the universe. Could ships visit Proxima b in the very far future? The answer will depend on how much time passes and how far technology comes. Thoughts of Bill Nye about life on other planets have long been important in the area of science. Nye has worked to get more people into space and help us learn more about our place in the universe. He has made it clear that he thinks the JWST will find long-lost worlds and other amazing things. One thing Nye has said is that there is more and more talk about Proxima b and the possibility of alien life. Though he is cautiously hopeful about the situation, he does agree that the discovery of what might be city lights on Proxima b is interesting, but he also tells us to think about other options. When asked what scientific accuracy means, Nye says that people shouldn't judge things too quickly. He has said in recent interviews that we should rule out all natural explanations before we even think about the thought of intelligent life. Could the light seen on Proxima b be caused by minerals or volcanic action on the planet's surface reflecting light? Because Nye is so dedicated to the scientific method, he tells us that crazy claims need crazy proof, but he doesn't say that there is no life on other planets. It's very possible that there is life somewhere else in the universe, since there are so many planets in the habitable zones of other stars. But he stresses that we need to be careful and thorough in our investigation and make sure that every conclusion is backed up by strong scientific proof. His voice is a good mix of excitement and skepticism, which makes you want to learn more about the world and explore it. The key to finding Proxima b is the JWST's cutting-edge equipment. The JWST, which will be launched in December 2021, is the most advanced space observatory ever made. It will be able to see farther into the universe than any other camera. The JWST can peek into the atmospheres of faraway exoplanets because it has cutting-edge infrared light-gathering gear. This one-of-a-kind ability lets it see through dust clouds that other telescopes, even the Hubble Space Telescope, couldn't see. The JWST was very helpful in figuring out that Proxima b might be able to see man-made lights, showing how accurate it is. If these lights are confirmed, they could be the first sign of a highly developed society from another planet. The JWST can do more than just study city lights, though. It can also look at the makeup of atmospheres, which is important for finding out if planets like Proxima b are livable. Scientists can find gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, and methane by watching how sunlight interacts with the planet's atmosphere. These gases could be signs of life. Finding these gases on Proxima b brings up the interesting possibility that intelligent beings are changing their surroundings, along with the possibility of life. We need the JWST to help us understand the universe better. It is the most cutting-edge tool we have right now. As the camera works toward its goal, it will keep giving us new details about Proxima b and other very faraway worlds. Could it find anything else that would change how we see the universe and our place in it? If we find life on Proxima b, it could have huge effects on our species. If we can prove that there is intelligent life on another world, it could completely change how we see the universe and our place in it. The possibility of communicating with a people from another planet comes with both huge benefits and huge risks. Finding life on Proxima b makes the question of how to get in touch with these aliens very important. Being able to talk to aliens in real life would be a lot harder than in science fiction, where people often speak the same language or use speakers. It would still be very hard to figure out what any signals or messages from Proxima b mean, since we may not have come across anything like their society, language, or ways of communicating before. Another important thing to think about is what would happen morally if we found a people from another planet. Would it be worth it to try to talk to the advanced society on Proxima b? What if we mess up their way of life, or even completely change it? In the past, when people from different cultures first met, They often used violence and unfair practices to get what they wanted. What if this were to happen on a much bigger scale? It's possible that a great age of technology and science will begin when life is found on Proxima b. If we can talk to a highly developed extraterrestrial culture, it could totally change the way we think about the universe. It might be possible to reach everything from better healthcare to clean energy to space travel. But it's also possible that our society is more advanced. Do we have the right to teach the people of Proxima b what we know? Or should we let them learn at their own pace? We need to give these worries a lot of thought because we are almost certain to find proof of alien life. There are a lot of difficult problems we need to be ready to solve after what could be the most important event in human history, finding life on Proxima b. The fact that there may be life or advanced civilizations on Proxima b makes interstellar travel even harder. It may sound like an exciting idea, but actually visiting or even living on a planet around Proxima Centauri is much harder than it sounds. The distance of 4.24 light-years between Earth and Proxima b causes problems that our current technology doesn't seem to be able to solve. With the way we travel through space now, it's unlikely that humans will ever be able to cross the huge distance between Earth and Proxima b. For example, the Voyager spacecraft is currently moving at about 38,000 miles per hour, which makes it one of the fastest things ever launched from Earth. Chemical propulsion technology, like current rockets, can't be used for travel between galaxies because it would take 73,000 years to get to Proxima b at that speed. Scientists are working hard to cut down on travel times and are currently making new power systems. One of the more interesting ideas is light sails, which could be moved by lasers fired from Earth. In the next 20 to 30 years, it might be possible to travel between planets and to Proxima if this technology makes it possible for spaceships to move at a very slow speed. Still, there would be a lot to get through on such a trip, like finding better energy sources and fixing problems like cosmic radiation and the life support system on board. Another important problem is getting enough energy to power a spaceship for long-distance travel. Another exciting finding is the idea of nuclear fusion propulsion. Fusion technology is still very new, but it has the potential to make space travel much better by making better use of fuel and allowing for shorter trip times. But even with this technology, trips to other stars will still be decades away. There are also a lot of other problems to think about. How long could astronauts stay alive on such a trip, even if we were able to make the necessary propulsion systems? Would they stay still the whole way to Proxima b? Or would whole generations of people come and go from the spaceship? How would long-term space travel change the minds and bodies of people? The trip to Proxima is very hard, but it's not impossible to get through them. These problems might be solved, and aliens might be called in the future, as long as space travel technology keeps getting better. Will we be ready for what we find? That's the real question. As we look into how likely it is that there is intelligent life on Proxima b, the moral issues of talking to a different society come up. Throughout human history, the first contact between Earth's many societies has often been marked by conflict, misunderstanding, and exploitation. If we try to talk to aliens, are we going in the same direction? If we find life on Proxima b, one of the first philosophical questions we should ask ourselves is whether we should try to get in touch with it. If we find man-made structures like city lights on other worlds, that would give us a hint about how technologically advanced, culturally advanced, or peacefully interdependent their society is. European colonizers upset native groups in the Americas and other places around the world. If we rush in without warning, we might do the same to their society without meaning to. If we don't talk to each other, on the other hand, we might miss a once-in-a-lifetime chance to learn about a completely different society, from their philosophical views to their technological advances. The people of Proxima might be able to tell us very useful things. We might learn to appreciate the universe more, which could change the course of human history. We do need to think about the chance of infection, though. We need to think about the chances of alien viruses polluting Earth, just like we worry about germs infectious from microbes that might be on Proxima b could do a lot of damage to Earth's environment, which shows how important it is to follow strict biosecurity rules to avoid a disaster. Another ethical issue is the possibility of exploitation. If Proxima is home to a less advanced civilization, we might want to take its resources and technological advances for ourselves. History shows that when a better society meets a weaker one, the next step is usually to take advantage of the weaker society. If we lived in another galaxy, would we keep making the same mistakes? Or could we try to get along by being kind and working together? It is important to keep these moral points in mind as people continue to look for alien life. How we handle first contact could determine the future of our species and our place in the world. It would be one of the most important discoveries in history to find proof of an extraterrestrial society or city lights on Proxima b. Not only would this finding change science, but it would also change politics, religion, philosophy, and society as a whole. The most important thing is that finding intelligent life beyond Earth will make us think about our place in the universe. People have thought for a very long time that they are the only intelligent species on Earth and the greatest form of life. If we found another civilization on Proxima b, it would totally change how we think about intelligence, consciousness, and how life began. If there is life beyond Earth, religious groups all over the world would have to deal with tough problems. Many religious views say that people are God's unique creation and that they are at the center of the universe. If it turns out that there are intelligent and powerful alien species beyond Earth, religious leaders might have to rethink what they believe about the holy books. How might people think about God and the world differently now that they know this? The political effects of finding life on other planets are just as important. Because of this discovery, new international partnerships could form, or states could start competing to reach out to and even control the alien society. Space travel used to be a peaceful area of science, but it could soon become the next battleground for world power. Some countries might want to talk to foreign civilizations as soon as possible, while others might try to make space treaties that set rules for how they can interact with aliens. Finding life on other planets would have a huge effect on society because it could lead to a science renaissance. A lot of money could be put into research and development because people want to learn from a more advanced society. This could lead to new ideas in technology, healthcare, and energy production. If we find life on other planets, it could lead to a new era of inventions, like how the space race in the 20th century produced many important technological advances. There are, however, risks that come with these chances. Now the question is, how can we keep humans from becoming slaves to an extraterrestrial society with better technology instead of being educated by it? Do we have to be ruled over by a higher species? Or is it possible for us to work together to help both of us? Finding out about life on other planets would have complicated and far-reaching effects. We have to be ready for anything that could happen on our journey to find life on Proxima b and beyond. This includes problems and chances to learn new things. The situation of humans in the universe may be about to change in a huge way, which could have effects on our species' future for thousands of years. It's clear that we're in a new age of space exploration. We are almost certain that we have found life from other planets on Proxima b. This means that we are getting closer to solving one of the oldest questions in human history. Are we the only ones in the universe? New finds from the James Webb Space Telescope and other cutting-edge tech have made us wonder. Finding advanced societies or city lights on a faraway exoplanet is quickly moving from being a science fiction idea to a more likely reality. This finding has very important effects. Finding life on other planets would change everything about how we see the universe and how we interact with each other here on Earth. As we look for life beyond Earth, we need to keep in mind how hard it is to move between planets and what the moral implications of talking to alien societies might be. If we get the chance to explore, find, and maybe even communicate with life from other planets, we need to be ready to make smart choices that will help us stay alive and make progress as a species.